Hi guys, welcome to Parawomenradio. I'm Amy. So tonight is the meeting of the dragonflies. Hello, my lovely dragonflies. Today, let's take a trip over to Watts Island to check out the latest updates on the Watts house. We'll also explore the new content being created by my fellow creators regarding the Watts case. And guess what? On the excitement while we wait for others to arrive, I'm going to roll some credits. Today we're coming to you on YouTube, Twitch, and X. Hi guys. Guys, welcome to Parawomen Radio. Amy.
Here where my soul bleeds openly, deep in the heart of sin and you. Here in the blue, I'm falling deep into you. Carefully strumming this old guitar again, words rolling out into our fire. If heaven had wings, out to you then, and fly away with you for a while. Here in the essence of gratitude, your dreamy little smile on my lips. I miss my cue, but baby, I had you. Miss my cue, but I had you for that day. Here in the blue, I'm falling deep into you.
Here in the essence of gratitude, I have my dragonflies. Is anyone else watching House of the Dragon? I mean, it's like I love this show, but this. Hi, Candy. Hi, Heavenly. So I hope that makes sense. Tonight we're coming to you on YouTube, Twitch, and X. I thought I would let those platforms see what I'm talking about. The Dragonflies are over on YouTube. It's the members section on YouTube. It's a $2.99 tier. We have a monthly live like this. I've opened it up to everyone. Next month it won't be open to everyone. But I want everyone to see what we're doing. Each month I will gift 10 memberships because YouTube gives me 10 memberships to gift. And to be able to gift that, you have to have that setting in your YouTube setting. But I also do shout outs, and we have our badges, and I release the videos early to the dragonflies. I ask your opinion on things. I do all of those things, and it's $2.99 a month. It's never going to change. It's always just going to be $2.99 a month, and that's for everything. So if you'd like to join, I would love to have you. Hi, Native Libra. Native Libra says, I am so obsessed with the case. And I think the house is very active and would love to spend a weekend in it. And by the way, the little bird, he didn't want to go to sleep. And so since this is a dragonfly, I know my dragonflies are more lenient with me. And so Junie's up for a little while during this. He just would not go to sleep. So Yes, let's get into the case. Enough about that. Let's go into the case. Let me make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing. Hi, Into the Weeds. Into the Weeds was with me in the content consuming of true crime today. Yes, I was doing Gypsy Rose content consuming, and then I jumped into this other case that is just horrific. This little 12-year-old was chased by these two illegal aliens that ISIS had their ankle monitors on, and this little girl was chased, and she was hiding from them by a 7-Eleven, and she knew it was coming, and it came. And it's just a horrible case, and I'm going to bring it to you guys. But it's been a lot of true crime content today. Ellie says, in my humble opinion, House isn't obsessed. Male violence against women is just sadly too common, especially in Colorado, where I'm from. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it was a lot of undercover type of violence that was going on, that was more of a mental type of abuse. And hold on, you guys, I've got to actually try to put him to bed. Hold on one second. All right, you. He's really, really not wanting to do it. Yeah, it just sounded like it was a lot of violence that was brewing that, probably maybe was never physical until it was extremely physical. We're going to do kind of like a round robin. We're going to talk about it being haunted. I have some stuff pulled up about new content. I like to support all content creators, but I especially like to support smaller content creators. So we're going to look at some new smaller content creators. I haven't even watched all of their stuff yet. We're going to watch it together. But I thought this was interesting to start out with. On realtor.com, they have Junie, are you gonna need to be put to bed, baby? Because you're not gonna go in there and tell me to stop it. Woo. Okay, a shocking look at America's infamous murder homes where Chris Watts, Alex Murdaugh, and other schmurders once roamed, and how these properties are doing today. So I thought this was an interesting article to jump into. Gilo Beach serial unaliving suspect Rex Herman was indicted by a grand jury on Thursday in the murder of two women, Jessica Taylor, 20, in 2003, and 20-year-old Sandra Costello in 1993. I have to open the door. There's not enough light. Herman, who pleads not guilty, already stands accused of murdering four women. He was arrested this summer and is currently behind bars. During an inspection of the Long Island, New York home in, I'm not even going to try to say that city, investigators unearthed some ominous evidence, including a computer file with a roadmap and the murder of his victims, according to the New York Post. Prosecutors also allege Human tortured his victims there when his wife and two children were away. This is a bad case, too. Huberman's family still lives in the rundown Long Island home property. Records show that he purchased it for $170,000 in 1994 and is now worth at least nearly $600,000, according to estimates on Realtor.com. Yet, as Huberman's case marches toward a verdict, one has to wonder what will happen to the home where he allegedly committed these gruesome crimes. If his family ever decides to sell, would anyone buy it? That house is now worth 600,000. Wow. What usually happens to Schmurder homes? Many Schmurder homes are put on sale and eventually regular couples and families move in. Often, though, these properties linger on the market, undergoing price cuts before finding a buyer. Generally, they get moved into by new people who get it for a discount. New people get it for a discount usually, says Randall Bell, CEO of Landmark Research Group. He specializes in real estate affected by tragedies or disasters, and life moves on. The size of the discount generally depends on the severity of the crime, how much national attention it received, and the property location. Typically, these residents sell for about 10% to 25% less than market value, more if children were victims. Those price reductions might not make up for downsides of living in an infamous home, though the new owners might have to contend with looky loos taking pictures out front and ringing the doorbell. Would you guys be able to handle looky loos? I think looky loos is the one thing that I might not be able to handle. Yeah, because I'm a Scorpio. I'm paranoid. I don't want you like if you look. Why are you looking at me? Why is that person looking at me? That's me. Okay, and I couldn't handle it outside my house. Local kids might not want to come to play with the new owner's children. They might also have a hard time, or their parents might try to get into the house to, local kids who have true crime mom and dads, they might be trying to get in. They might also have a hard time selling the property down the road. They don't realize the neighborhood. Sir, we do this at 8 o'clock because Junie's bedtime is at 7:30. You can't even keep your eyes open. You're a mess. Come here. Here, I'm going to put him in bed for real. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, the kid's in bed. Let's party. I'm sure that's how all the parents are, huh? Or let's just freaking sink into the sofa and relax. Anyway, let me pop over into chat real quick and just see what everyone's saying. Hi, JB mods. Into the weeds says my stepdad out. Oops. My stepdad put his birds in my room when I was a teenager. I was so ticked. Yeah, because you got to be super quiet when they go to bed. Okay, I don't know if I should admit this out loud, but I can't get him to go to bed very easily. And now, for whatever reason, he wants to sleep in the cupboard. Like, I got these cages for him, these big cages, I like cages bigger than like 2 or 3 of them could fit in, big, so that he has room to stretch his wings and, and toys, and one outside that, yeah, I've got the cages, but he wants to sleep in the freaking cupboard. And it's like it's a chore to get him to go to bed. So I'm like, yeah, go sleep in the cupboard. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I put a little thing in the cupboard door so to make sure, air's going in there. I'm like, yeah, sleep in the cupboard. Good night. Because some days it's just, I think if you want a bird, it's the most magical experience of animal ownership, in that they talk to you. Like, you literally have someone talking back to you, and when they get it, they say the words and they know what they're saying, and it's like just the most magical. But then it's like, maybe the best I can say is like, you want your kids to talk, and then once they talk, it's like, mom, 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 mom. You're like, oh, I hope he says mom. And then it's mom, 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 mom. And it's like, oh, some days it's like that. And other days it's just wonderful. So, yeah. Anyway. Okay, guys, getting back to the case. Oh, and I also realized I forgot to do the algorithm dance party that I like to do. Just, warm your fingers up and dance them up to the hearts and thumbs up button, and just hit those buttons, those hearts and thumbs up. It just helps me dance out into the algorithm party out there and bring more people back to the party. It's just a free way to help my channel out, and it's so, so, so appreciated. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. And if you do, ring the bell so you can get notification when I go live. I go live on Wednesday and Fridays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 8 p.m. So, and then I pop in throughout the week here and there. And then I also do the videos and all that stuff. I'm trying to get a day of the week where I post a video, but I'm just not there yet. I'm trying to nail down the days of the week for the lives, and then I will nail down the day of the week that you can count on a video as well. But here we go. And thank you for the thumbs up, guys. I really, really appreciate it. I'm just going to take it right here to the top of the page because I'm not really sure. Or why don't I just pop down to here where, no, I'm going to take it to the top because it brings us into the Chris Watts, Colorado home. So the size of the discount generally depends on the severity of the crime, how much national attention it received, and the property's location. Typically, these residents sell for about 10% to 25% less than market value, more if children were victims. These price reductions might not make it up for the downsides of living in an infamous home, though. The new owners might have to contend with looky-loos taking pictures out front, which I would not like. But I don't know, and ringing the doorbell. I'd rather you ring the doorbell and let me know why you're here than just kind of like not let me know why you're here. But again, I'm a Scorpio who has tons of planets in Scorpio, and I'm that woo-woo girl that talks about astrology. So, yeah. I'm a triple threat in astrology. Anyway, local kids might not want to come in to play with the new owner's children, and I also think that local kids' parents might want to come in to play, and that could be a problem. They might also have a hard time selling the property down the road. They don't realize the neighborhood looks at the house differently than others, says Bell. Sometimes there are people who try to break in and do satanic rituals. Ooh, that would be really scary, actually. That made it way too big. I lost my place. Okay, and I'm also trying this weird things, you guys, where I've seen studies where in using the castor oil, it helps with your eyesight. And so I've been trying to see if it helps with my eyesight. And I've got my contacts in, and they're like not strong enough. I've got problems. I got eye problems right now. And when I put my readers on, it makes everything blurry if I have my contacts in. But if I take my contacts in, it makes my everyday life, I have to wear the glasses all the time. So I'm like, get new glasses, right? Well, I can't afford it yet. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But I am seeing if the castor oil helps with the eyesight. And I think it might be, because I used to not be able to see at all with those readers. But that's too much about me right now. The rundown Mass Park home that had been at the center of the investigation into Humerman is not for sale, and his family still live there. So, what will happen to it should the family move remains to be seen. Here is a rundown of what has happened to homes tied to some of America's most infamous cases. Number 1, Chris Watts, Colorado home. Ooh, they got the updated picture of it. The Colorado home where Chris Watts strangled his pregnant wife, Shanann, 34, in 2013 is now on the market. He took the breath out of the couple's 2 daughters, Bella 4 and Celeste 3, in his car, and put their bodies in his work site. He then went on TV pleading for their safe return. The 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom home in Frederick was listed in April for $775,000. It has since undergone a 225. Wait, was that? Is that 25,500 price cut? After the Schmurders, the 6,700 square foot home was held up in legal limbo for years as multiple liens were put on the property. Shanann's parents won a $6 million wrongful Schmurder lawsuit against their son-in-law, which was applied to the home. The Homeowners Association also had liens on the property for unpaid dues. It appears that Shanann's parents released these liens. The property was sold in November 2022 for $600,000, but after about a year and a half, the new owners put it up for sale. Neighbors previously told Realtors.com that people drive by the home on weekends or stop to take pictures. These have even been attempted. There have even been attempted break-ins, likely by those fascinated by the crime. I bet we don't even know about some of the break-ins. Do you think we don't even? Do you think they probably don't even tell us about some of the break-ins, or do they have to post all the break-in? Like, is it something where they have to do that? You know how some police agencies release mugshots and stuff like that. Is it? Do you think? What do you guys think? Hi, Smarzy. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Jack. Hi, Kim. I think I got everyone. Is Nightbot being overbearing per usual? I guess I need to go in and fix Nightbot. I didn't mean to leave that up the whole time. The Millers are selling the house. The husband was arrested for domestic abuse and child abuse. Yep. We have a live on that one. We're just kind of doing a look-see to see if there was anything new. I didn't find anything new. I couldn't find anything new on the case, on the Miller's case, and I didn't really see anything new on the home, but I did see some new creators putting some things out, and I saw this article by Realtor.com. So yeah, it goes on to talk about the Alex Murdaugh the Mendez's brothers family, Beverly Hills Mansion, Nicole Brown's Symptoms, Condo, the Robert Durst's. Ooh, look at that one's not looking too good, is it? That the Jinx Robert Durst house, the Idaho one. That one's tore down. But yeah, it goes on to list more. What's this one? Oh, Lizzie Borden's house. I will put the link to this down in the description. We don't read and watch everything generally, and or I speed it up. I stop and talk. This is all for fair play use, and I must do it. But I do put the links for everything in the description, and you can go and watch it on your own if you want to. I understand wanting to just, maybe not have to deal with me talking or whatever, and I get it, and I will put the links down there. So let's move on. I saw this is by Haunt Row TV, and this is Frankto TV watch footage debunk, and it's talking about faking paranormal stuff and the Chris Watts stuff. I have not watched this. This will be us watching it together. All of this here on out, I've not watched it yet. I've got new footage of the cemetery. I've got some new footage, or just some new smaller content creator. The smallest one content creator has 14 subscribers. So we're just going to get into it and do a little round robin and see where it takes us.
Investigator, and I received dozens of DMs from you guys wanting me to review Funko TV's video at the Watts house. Now, before reviewing this, I had to go and check out Franco's other videos to make sure that his stuff is on the up and up, make sure he's not fibbing, doing anything weird, or trying to deceive the audience like many other YouTubers do. And so I stumbled on this, and I think it's important to share this before we go all in onto the rest of the video.
Ellie, can you move down more? Because I don't want to catch you on camera. Ellie, can you move down more? Because I don't want to catch you on camera. I want you to pretend you're going upstairs. I'm going to pretend I'm going here by myself, okay? I want you to pretend you're going upstairs. I'm going to pretend I'm going here by myself, okay?
So he's already kind of showing himself that he's willing to fake things for camera. He wants.
So apparently, what I'm gathering from just 2 seconds of this, it looks like this guy who went to the Watts house has previously faked paranormal. Is that what I'm gathering? In today's video, I react to Franco's TV exploration of the Chris Watts house. Franco TV is known for his incredible urban explorations and paranormal investigations, and this one is no exception. The Chris Watts house, the site of one of the most tragic events is in recent history, carries a heavy atmosphere and some truly unsettling moments. You know what, you guys? This is why it's important to go in and have a good description, because I can really, really appreciate this. He says, join me as I dive into Franco's video and share my thoughts, reactions, and maybe even a few goosebumps along the way. So maybe it sounds like he thinks he's a legit person, and I'm wrong. And I'm just trying to read some drama into where it's not. But I don't know. Let's see. Sort of excited about this one now.
And to pretend that he's in there by himself when he's really not.
What's my name?
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I probably don't.
Yeah, because you keep doing that, they're going to catch us like, oh, well, maybe it's not working right.
Who's going to catch us? I guess his audience. They're going to catch us doing something that he's pretending he's not doing.
Let's try that again. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What's my name?
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I probably don't.
Yeah, because you keep doing that, they're going to catch us like, oh, well, maybe it's not working right. Let's try that again.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I felt it was awesome. This is dope. Yeah, I felt it was awesome. You ever want to do that? Keep your eyes cheery?
Was it believable, huh? So I guess that's what his concern is making something as believable looking as possible, because he's clearly faking. Whoever this guy was not feeling it.
I think he thinks he's a faker, right? Because he's literally saying he's clearly faking.
If you ever want to do that, get your ice cherry, yarn.
Setting up a fake scene?
Ah, interesting.
You know, I don't like this.
Well, that was interesting. So now let's get into it.
Hey guys, so this video is going to be a little bit different than my normal videos. This wasn't supposed to be an adventure. It was only supposed to be me going to the White House.
Do I have it not up? Oh, I don't have it up loud enough.
What was going on with the whole situation, and I wanted to visit the house
Sorry,
and drop off
guys.
a teddy bear that I had purchased. However, I did decide to bring my live stream with me for Patreon, and something completely unexpected happened upon recording. I did bring a night vision camera, but
So a little bit of sad music, and he's looking very somber. And you guys, I went to this house. I just meant to bring a teddy bear. I didn't mean to capture ghosts at this house. I didn't mean to.
I'm all for a glow light. I just love the way a glow light makes the background. When I have my setup, I'm gonna have a glow light for sure.
It was just so happened that when I went there, I saw ghosts.
however, when I did use my thermal imaging camera, I caught something that was very unexpected on the second floor window. I want you guys to actually stay through this video to the very end, because at the end of the video, I went back to location.
Oh, is this the one where he saw a temperature change in one of the windows?
High definition camera to record the events that I seen on the live stream, so you'll be able to see it a lot more clear at the end of the video. Upon arriving to the location, this is what happened on the live stream. This is a little teddy bear here. I want to leave. Oh, my condolences.
So first thing I want to say, if you don't have permission going to any haunted location, especially a private property, a home like this, don't go over there. Now, I know at this point, nobody lived in the house and people were leaving a lot of presents for the family, and that's all fine and good.
All right, I'm going to have to dig for it because it's in there somewhere. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. I did not think about the night vision. Yeah, it is really gorgeous. Now, let's use a thermal imaging camera and see what we can see. This should actually be pretty interesting. Oh, let me put the cam away for a second. That's the house through the thermal. This thing is awesome. Okay, I'll walk towards the side of the place here.
Oh, he's walking around it?
Yeah, I could zoom in on the night vision. I think I'm the only one. Ooh, that was weird. I don't know if that was me, but I think I saw. You know what's weird? Look at the top window to the right.
Front window, top
that one's
right.
The only one that it looks like there's something behind it.
I'm assuming.
The small garage.
I'm thinking he's
I'm
saying
assuming he
this
means
one right
this
here.
window, since these are all
I'm gonna take a picture of that.
The window that's above the garage, that's probably getting a lot of differing heat. That window?
lightly colored and nice and blue, so it's a lot cooler. And this is mapping out.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna switch to the night vision to see what's up with that window, because that is odd. That is wild.
Not really sure what's wild about any of this so far.
Me either. He's the type of paranormal person that I am, and I'm the real Debbie Downer, and like I'm the debunker until I can't debunk anymore. Like I want to disprove it until I can't disprove another moment. I'm not someone like cool air. There's haunted in here, isn't it? Do you feel that cool air? It's haunted. But I'm like where is the cool air coming from? What is the temperature change? What's going on? Why is the cool? Yeah. He's just like, cool air.
And so far, what you can see is these pieces of the window are all the same, just like this one. So they're all probably being affected by AC, or maybe it's cold outside.
The windows,
and then this lower window
above the garage
looks exactly the same. You can see all this. This looks exactly the same. So it's just reading the same temperature as the rest of the house. So it's possible that these three sections of the window may have more ventilation. The vents are hitting the windows more, so it's just cooler.
Or the vents right here, maybe, like coming up. It could be anything.
Right there, and this is just a little bit warmer. I don't really see anything that's all that strange yet.
Oh, is there something? Is it get better? I hope it gets better. Come on, get better.
What is unnerving is that you don't see anything.
I mean, why would you see anything? No one's there. If you're looking for ghosts, it'd be more unnerving to see ghosts and see someone there rather than not seeing somebody there. Maybe am I missing something?
Yeah, Tammy, thank you so much. Use a film one more. Oh wait, look at the front window there. To the right on the window. Not the window.
Oh, now they're gonna say the smudge is something. I
Well, it looks like a
remember.
face.
Right next to the 3 stickers in the middle.
Right here.
Now you backed up. Okay, can we zoom in again?
Right here, he's saying the smudge that someone
Which,
probably put
I mean,
someone probably put their face to the window. He's saying the smudges.
all right. I'm assuming maybe he means this. I mean, look at how bad the pixelation is when you're using night vision. This is why I don't personally use night vision in my investigations, because this is basically all you see. It's horrible. The clarity is atrocious, and then you might see something like this that you say, okay, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. I mean, it's just matrixing. You're just seeing what you want to see, and I mean, it's really nothing. I mean, if he would have never mentioned that, I would have never even noticed this, and so I kind of see when he's telling you to look somewhere and to look for a face, you're going to see it.
It looks like a face.
That's what
I mean,
human mind does. We make sense out of.
I mean, not really. I mean, I guess sort of, but I mean, when you're using that, it's just making it look like.
I just think somebody.
I'm
put
sorry,
their
but this is
face
absolutely
in
nothing.
the window and it's face oils, or
This wouldn't be the first time
Hands.
something unexplained happened at this location. There's even been unexplained things that have happened with police body cameras, such as these videos.
oh no, not the
Now, if you want to
doll.
see my take on this footage of the body cameras, watch my previous video.
Is it the dolls, really? All right. Let's move forward past the dolls, because I think we can all agree that the dolls were the dolls. That creepy laugh. Although, isn't it strange that Nicole Kessinger did the exact same creepy laugh as these 2 dolls that Shanann bought and put in the closet? That's weird. That is like, there's a lot of weird things in this case, so that is weird, but it's not weird for the reasons that most people or a lot of people are saying that it is, you know. I'm just trying to debunk it in my mind myself.
All that might change. And apparently these 2 rooms, what I just read online, was the 2 little girls' rooms.
Looks to be something.
This actually was Bella's room, and then Celeste's room was over here and had the side window. I finally figured it out.
Peering out from the 2nd floor window. I'm looking through all the other rooms. Let's look down. See if I can lower the intensity here.
When I had my brain bleed and I had to go to speech therapy, I had to take these tests, all these tests, and it was quite clear that my ability I can't put things together spatially, and I can't, like, directions and putting things together is even harder for me. So it took me forever to look at the drawings of the house and figure out that this was all Bella's room right here. I'm serious. I think it took me about a year to figure this out.
There is something standing onto the 2nd floor room here.
I mean, how can you tell with all that movement?
I'm here for the snark.
Oh, it just moved.
This window here is about the same temperature as the one over here. And all of this paneling is the exact same temperature as what's going on in this.
So it looks like this might be just a lot of the debunking of the one window. So we're going to move on. I will, like I said, put the link if you want to watch it. the rest of it. So I did see that 2 months ago, somebody, random Earth, drove by Shanann's gravesite, and I thought we would look at it because, what's Sandy got up her sleeve? How's she making the gravesite look these days? She really takes loving care of that site, and it's beautiful. And I want to thank everyone for being so kind. On our Sandy's Kitchen live, you guys have shown Sandy and Frank and Frankie so much love and kindness, and I just want to say thank you. That was very kind, because I think they were probably nervous about coming back to the internet. And yeah, I want to thank you. And I know that they saw your comments, because I know that they messaged some of you. And yeah, just they do see the kindness that you put out there, and it does matter.
It was on August 13th, 2018, in Frederick, Colorado, when Shanann, her daughters Bella Marie, Celeste Catherine, and unborn child Nico Lee were murdered. Shanann and her children were tragically murdered.
Hold on, let me speed this up. It sounds like it's free music, but just in case.
By her husband, the children's father, Chris Watts.
I love that those comparison photos of Shanann pregnant. Yep. Oh, it looks like she's cleaned it up. She's cleaned it, like a lot of those the Disney characters are gone, and now it's these. When I visit, I'm going to bring some of those little teddy bears that have been treated, and they can be outside. Or stuffed animals, I should say, stuffies. This looks like maybe it's, 2 months ago would have been spring. Seems like she would have had it decorated for spring. Looks like they even cut down all the bushes, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like all the bushes are cut down and stuff? They must cut down the bushes yearly. Sorry, guys. I'm just like, I haven't seen it updated in a while. Yeah. It's really looks different. Looks sad. I bet you it looks different now because it's summer and maybe the plants are starting to bloom. Yeah, she probably just cut down all the lilies and stuff because the spring flowers had bloomed or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? How are you guys feeling seeing the gravesite of Shanann, Bella, and Cece and Nico? Do they have little places where people can sit, benches and stuff, or is it just this? Is this something that, let me see, is that the bench that people are supposed to sit at for here, right here? Or is that another family back there? I don't see a lot of other families that have the plaque or whatever that's called. I don't know what that's called. Looks like this guy goes to famous cemetery sites, though. Let's move on with our paranormal expedition. I see here that I saw this by Guinevere. She must call her followers Randonauticas, maybe? Or no, Randonautica is that app. That's what it is. She was using the app experience at the Chris Watts house, but I'm going to have to Google what this I forgot to do this, Randonautica app. What is explained before we go into it so that we can all know what we're looking at. So the Randonautica is an app that generates coordinates for users to explore their local area and report on their findings. This app claims to use users' intentions to generate the coordinates, and some say it's similar to geocaching and the law of attraction. To use the app, users first choose the entropy source. Number 2, focus on their intent. And number 3, share their location. Number 4, choose the type of point they were generated. So I guess they use this app on the Watts house. But for what purpose? Anyway, let's see.
That I roped into coming with me, because this one, it just feels like a big enough deal that I need like someone with me as backup. So I'm really glad that she was able to come with me. We are getting fairly close to the house, and yeah, I'm really curious just kind of how the energy there is gonna feel. So hopefully you can like put your like vibes out too and just like feel, because like I said about my drinks, so I feel like there's already like just like some lingering darkness there. Like maybe that's affecting why the house isn't selling. I don't know, and I'm curious if you have ideas about this too. Once we get there, we can like kind of talk about it as we just like look at the house. But yeah, I will update you as we get a little bit closer. So we were coming up on the suburbs. It's like such a random suburb that he lived in. It's one of those like kind of like ticky-tack houses in the middle of the plains kind of situation. So I'm already feeling weird feelings just even approaching this suburb area.
It's weird how like barren the land is. I'm sure.
Yeah.
It is kind of
accurate,
isn't it?
So it's just around nothing.
Yeah, it's very weird. Okay, this is a neighborhood where I haven't obviously turned into it yet, but interesting. Okay, we are getting really close. It's like such a normal American neighborhood. So yeah, I think it's left. Yeah, left right here. And everything seems, like a normal American situation. I'm so curious what this house is gonna look like. And then just keep going straight, I believe. Yeah, then you're gonna turn left at this. Oh my God, wait, is that it?
Saratoga Trail, then your destination will be
Okay, holy crap, it's actually this brown house right here.
Oh, going with all the creepy notices.
Yes, it is. Oh my God. Oh my God. And there's like signs and stuff. Okay, so but at least it's right on the street, so I can just film from right here. But oh my gosh, this is it, guys. Do not leave anything. Okay, good to know. Okay, so there's signs in the yard that say no trespassing. They look very like handwritten, as if they were made kind of by the neighbors. There's also
this was obviously before the Millers bought it. This was during its poopy area, his Chris poopy era. That was hard to say. Chris poopy era.
Of like notices on the door that I don't know if you can read, but the biggest one that I can read from here that says do not leave anything. So obviously, like we just said, like maybe people were leaving.
Getting into this house next door.
Yeah, that's the one that filmed.
Yeah. This whole thing is just so shocking to people of just how easy it was for him, because he very easily just murdered his wife in $2.
It's weird also just to see their garage doors like in person here, because this was such a theme of my weird ass dreams of, I felt like I was seeing like the way it felt in my first dream that I had. I felt like I was seeing it from the perspective of Shanann, like standing in the driveway, and like that big door kept like opening and then closing, and it felt like really normal, but at the same time there were like really weird emotions attached to it. But now the signs have scared me, and so
I don't know if it's a chicken shit rule follower. I think it's just you respect humans and their
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yes. So I'm going to pull up the Randonautica app and see where it leads us. So this is what the app looks like when you first pull it up. There's our location. We're going to hit Randonaut. And so the intention that I have for this specific location in this situation is to get, like, I feel like I want to get more info from Shanann personally. Like, I feel like if like there was a way to like get more info about something Shanann would want us to know, or maybe something tied to the murders, I feel like I could like leave it open to her maybe in terms of what she would want us to know. So I'm just hoping to get some sort of message from Shanann to like send us to a location that will give us some information that she wants us to know. So that's the intention. Gotta open my phone again. Should we do a 3,000 meter radius? That's usually what I do. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, we'll start our intention. So just think of that intention too with me. Maybe like the two of us will like make it more powerful. We do it together. So a message from Shanann.
I always think about, I'm thinking about, you know, in the what was the ghost where he thinks about the marshmallow? Is it ghost? I'm tired. I'm getting tired. So words are starting. It's not Ghost Hunters is stuck in my mind, but I know Ghostbusters. Remember? And he's like, nobody think of anything. And then all of a sudden the marshmallow man comes down the road. And that's what I'm sitting here thinking. She's like, think of the intent. And I'm thinking marshmallow man.
Where would you like us to go?
Stay up there.
Okay, that worked. You know it works because it gives you the ad.
It's like, we got the ad.
Yeah, so that's how it works. Okay, this looks like, wow, okay. It's like it's like on a street. It looks almost like another, maybe it's like, I'd have to see the whole map. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna show that to you. It's like on a street, like right off of a street. It's almost like it's next to a business or something, but I don't know. I don't know this area well enough to know. So let's navigate to the full situation. This is not, it's like a 5-minute drive. Oh. Again, I have no idea what this is, but that's what it looks like. So we're just gonna start driving. Here we go. So Lisa and I were just talking about like all of the weird support that Chris Watts has gotten. Like not a lot of support, but there's some people who like truly like act as if he's like being punished too harshly or something, and it just like really makes me mad. So I just thought I would mention that because it's like there's no excuse for murdering your wife and children. Like there just isn't.
I mean,
like if you're unhappy at a divorce.
Yeah, and there's so much domestic violence that is just so clearly avoidable. It's like why?
Yeah.
I just never understand domestic situations like these, murder or violence or anything. And it's
yeah.
like, just leave. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Don't let it get to a point where you're harming another human being because you feel like that's all you have.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just filming the road because we're getting really close to the point, and I do not understand this at all. So actually, yeah, you are going to turn. Wait, is it left or right? I think it's left. This map, it doesn't like tell you out loud directions, which is annoying.
I think it's just, it's pointing south. Yeah.
Yeah, this is right. Yeah. So and then you're going to turn. It's like leading us to this business, like over here. Like so, go straight, and then like where these flags are. Oh, it's the Harley Davidson. It's leading us to Harley Davidson. What in the actual F? So, okay, yeah, pull into Harley Davidson. And the point itself, this is so bizarre. It's like where these flags are, basically. Like there's an.
She wanted to know what Shanann wanted her to know, and they took it, and she took her to the Harley Davidson. Does it have to do with that custom shop that she worked at? Is it something like have to do with that?
American flag and Colorado flag. So maybe just like park here. This is so weird. And I'm going to show you on the map, guys, so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so we just had to park, and yeah, so there's the can't focus, but there's the Harley Davidson place in the map, and then the point is like kind of like over there, like it's like there, but there's also like a bunch of flags we just passed. It's kind of right there. So maybe we should just get out and walk over there. This is a very public area, and I think that's fine to do. So okay, so let's get out. I got out of the car, and I noticed there's like, oh geez, there's doves in that tree. That's not the point, but there were doves in there, and there's also a big ass nest in there, which is really interesting. I wonder if part of that could be a part of the point. I feel like in terms of maybe getting a message about peace, maybe they're like really at peace. I don't know if you saw. Sorry, it was like so I had to go towards the doves, so I just had to like film it. But anyway, interesting.
It's kind of weird that there are doves out here.
Yeah, that is interesting. There's doves in Colorado, but that's weird that they're here. I don't like. I mean, they're not like everywhere. Okay, so we just walked a little bit, and the point is like this. We're like in a gutter. Can I zoom back out? It's like just to give you a full, we're like just right next to the road, and there's just a random abandoned Amazon box like in a gutter. It's for a king size bed, it looks like, for a reversible microfiber comforter.
King size bed? Could it be that it happened in the bed?
I'm not going to be like the other Randonaut people and like have something planted in there to show you, so I'm not going to open the. Yeah.
I would have literally paid you like all the money in my savings account if I were racking.
Isn't that what you guys would, if if you put any significance to this at all, that they showed up on a box with a king size bed, that, yeah, he did it to her in the bed. What do you guys think? I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching. Maybe. Okay, let's move on because I know we are coming close to the end of, up to the hour. Both of these are very, well, let me see. This one, Keeping It Real, has a 1 hour, 57 minute video. It looks like it's just a lot of the footage. But this person, Untold Crime, Chris Watts' family murders, the full truth is worse than you think. I think that's what they see what this one is. We'll finish it up. Worse than you thought. We'll finish it up with this, and I will put the link to the other one if you want to watch it on your own.
Of murdering his pregnant wife, Shanann Watts, and their 2 young daughters, Bella and Celeste. They settled in Frederick, Colorado. Shanann worked as an independent sales representative for a multi-level marketing company, promoting health and wellness products.
Amazing. We're not promised anything, but to be able to enjoy our children, I'm not going to lie, my kids are crazy, but I love them. And I love the fact that I can be there for them. Bella knows that mommy doesn't go into work. So when mommy leaves the house without them, it's foreign to her. You know, we go everywhere together and we do everything together. And that's what she's used to. And just creating that legacy, like the things that you want to be the example. You don't want to tell your kids what to do. You want to show them. And I feel like I'm able to show them how to be strong, how to work hard, how to be confident. I mean, I'm by far confident person, but I'm more confident than I ever been in my life. And I want to be able to show that to my girls. Like Bella walks around very shy. She has a mixture of myself and Chris in her. Like she's an introvert, but she's also branching out of her shell a lot sooner than I ever did in my life.
Chris worked as an operator for Anadarko Petroleum.
So it looks like this is the retelling of the story, and I will put the link for this down in the description. I'm going to keep moving on. I'm going to start wrapping things up. I'm actually not going to talk about the Watts case anymore. I'm going to just talk a little bit more about Dragonfly stuff. So if you're here to hear just Watts content, I'm about to talk more Dragonfly, which is the Parawomenradio membership on YouTube. Tonight is the Dragonfly annual monthly meeting. We talked about the giveaway. I'm going to be putting your names into the wheel and announcing that tomorrow morning. The Dragonfly of the month will get 2 names in there. The way that I choose the Dragonfly of the month, it has to do with I can go into my StreamYard and see how much content each Dragonfly, well, just each person that comes by my channel consumes, and I'm just taking the top consumer and doing it that way. And that person will get 2 entries into the monthly drawing. This month, it is for a $100 gift certificate for Outback Steakhouse, and those other 3 places. There's 4 places. Does anyone? Oh, here it is right here. The Outback Steakhouse, Bonefish Grill, Cabrera's, and Fleming's. So, and if you win and you're not interested, just say not interested, and I will go on to the next person, because I don't know, maybe you don't have these restaurants in your state. I don't know if this is like just a southern state thing. I think no, Outback is everywhere. So yeah. If you're not interested in it, just say not interested and we will move on. And each month it will be that way. I will each month, the day after the live, I will announce the Dragonfly winner of the drawing, and then I will announce the next Dragonfly of the month. I kind of was going to go weekly, and I was doing that, and that just didn't work out. So I just did a monthly. And so I did do Miss Murdaugh as for the first week. So Miss Murdaugh will be back into the running to be the next Dragonfly. And you can't be a Dragonfly of the month 2 months in a row. So you know how that goes. You can't be the student of the week 2 weeks in a row, my friends. You just can't. It won't be fair. Yeah. But I'm sure you guys all understand that. And so that's how it's going to go with that. I want to start talking about new cases, and I was on Guilty of Crimes page, and she started covering this Jocelyn Nungari case. It's a 12-year-old who was found unalive in Creek, this near 7-Eleven. This happened in Texas. And it's 2 men that are from, I forget what country it is, but ICE had control over them. They put a ankle bracelet on them, and they took the ankle bracelet off. Young Jocelyn knew they were coming for her, and she tried to hide, but they found her at the 7-Eleven. She snuck out of her house and went to the 7-Eleven, and she saw them coming, and she tried to hide, but they got her. And so we're going to start covering that case as well. We're going to also go into the Sarah Boone case. Sarah Boone is the Florida woman who zipped her boyfriend up in a suitcase. The 58-page letter that she loves to write letters to the court, and she just wrote a 58-page whopper. Usually it's only like at the most it's been seven-ish pages, but this is 58 pages. So we're going to start going into that this week. And I also have the Gypsy Rose video, why I'm quitting the Gypsy Rose case on Parawomenradio. Doesn't mean I won't go into other people's content. I will select a few content creators because I feel it's important to be aware of what's going on in the Gypsy Rose case, because I think it's a precedent. It's setting precedent for stuff, and I need to be aware of what's happening. But it's pissing me off, and I can't talk about it anymore. Things started happening in my channel from her, and I don't want to deal with it. My channel's too important. So be looking for that video, why I'm quitting the Gypsy Rose case, and why I think you should too. If you're covering it, I think you should quit her for sure. But anyway, those are things that I'm working on, and I think I'm going to end the live here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Yes, rest in peace, George or Jorge. Sarah Boone is something else. I mean, goodness. So, hi, Chris C. Hi, Sherry K. Have I missed anybody else that came in? I think I saw Miss Murdaugh come in. Hi, Candace. Oh, new subscriber. Yay. Thank you, Candace. Welcome to the Parawomenradio channel network with jazz hands. I like to do jazz hands. Okay, guys, I love you guys so much. Let me make sure I covered everything that I am wanting to cover. that I was wanting to cover. Oh yes, I have certain things. Well, no, I'll do it. I'll do this tomorrow. I'm getting really tired, and so I think I'm gonna end it here. You guys, I love you guys so much. Heavenly, thank you so much for being here and moderating. I love you very much. You mean the world to me, and you're very important to me. You guys are all really important to me. I couldn't do this without you. We're getting very close to being up to 4K subscribers, and I just don't know how that happened, but I'm very excited that it's happening, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So I love you guys. I once heard someone say that you cannot love someone that you don't know, and I had to pull a Chris Watts and a Nicole Kessinger and Google that crap. And you know what it told me? It said, of course you can love people you don't know. And I already knew it. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. Welcome to Parawomenradio. I'm Amy.
Angel flew down to a tiny house on the edge of hell. Ain't no garage or a swimming pool, just a sad old friend who thinks he's cool. Angel knocks twice. She says, let me in. And then his withered old face says, where have you been? Where have you been? She says, hello. Aren't you tired of this? Tired of being here in the dark like this? Like this. And he says, no, I don't miss the light. I don't need a thing, can you say tonight?